Is it time to load up on a turbo? Sometimes in life, when you get a crash and you've got a lot of fear built up in your heart and you think everything might be going to zero, sometimes that's the best time to buy. A very smart man once said, be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. So, what I want to dive into is the turbo chart, tell you exactly why I think this is a time for me to open up a long. And then I want to open up the elephant in the room. I recently made a price prediction and I've been getting a lot of hate about it, guys. Why do you hate me? I am so bullish on a turbo. I absolutely love everyone in the community. And let's address all of this, guys. Let's just be one big happy family. I love you all. This never financial advice. So, fellas and gals, we got a lot to unpack, but looking over at Turbo, I've been trading more and more recently. Now, I always have my bag that a hodl of everything, but I've also had a little portion of my portfolio that I have been using to trade, guys, and this is Blowfin. I've been trying to do leverage trading on it, look at opening longs, opening shorts on the Trump thing when it was at $80. I did very well on that. So, this is leverage trading. It's extremely, extremely dangerous, guys, you know, especially going up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60x leverage, or even 150 on BTC. So it's extremely, extremely dangerous. But if you know what you're doing and you would like to do it, there's a free link down below to sign up, free promotional link. If Blowfin is available in your jurisdiction, it's something that I have liked a lot. But one of the reasons that our coins have been going down, and even though Turbo, we look at it, it's like, what is it missing? The only thing it's missing is Robinhood. I mean, it's got literally everything else going for it. So why is it going down? That's what we have to address first. And when we take a look at that right here, you can see this is the Memecoin market cap. And you can see just a few days ago, it's about 100 billion, and it shot up to highs of about $115 billion. But when you look at the overall crypto market cap, it's actually went down the last couple of days. So what does that mean? That means that the liquidity that was in the market, just because Trump coin went up to billions and everything else did, that does not mean that money came from the outside. When we take a look right here at memes, you could see what has been stealing liquidity over the last couple of months. This official Trump came in and took up almost 9 billion at 1.12 billion, 13 billion in liquidity. The stupid pudgy penguins came and took 1.5. Fartcoin has came over the last couple months. All these AI agents, they have really been taking liquidity from the OG memes, and the overall crypto market cap hasn't been growing that much, even though the meme coin market cap has. But now, before we get into the charts and exactly what I've been looking for on the charts and why I believe it is a good time for me personally to go long on turbos and our financial advice, I want to get into my price prediction, go over some of the comments. So, right here, people said retail do not know what the heck AI agents are or how to buy them. Retail equals turbo for AI, and I completely agree with that. 4 and 9x are completely meaningless. This is a meme coin. It's meaningless unless it's a 30x or a 100x. Well, guys, we've got to remember, Turbo is at a very large market cap right now. Even here, sitting at 500 million. So 100x probably isn't probable, but it could do a lot more than a 9x. Like, I would love to see a 100x. I just try to give a little bit of a realistic approach. If I would have made this video saying, hey, Turbo is passing Bitcoin, everybody would have been like, yeah, it's passing Bitcoin. That's amazing. I'm going to buy more Turbo. But I try to be a little bit real, a little bit cautious, guys, and I get it. I get it. That's one reason I absolutely love the Turbo community, is that y'all are so passionate about everything. This guy right here, I can't pronounce that name, but he's a super big supporter, and he tells me in a very respectable way that, you know, yeah, he thinks my optimistic version is too bearish, and I totally get that. This person saying they think Turbo will 20-inch if Robinhood lists it, and that's what I wanted to unpack. That price prediction was as is. Now, if the Robinhood listing comes, I do think that opens up the floodgates for so many people. And you might say, why is that? They already got Binance, they already got Coinbase. Well, let's look at it. So Coinbase and Binance are crypto platforms, okay? So you already have to be in crypto to be on one of those platforms, but not Robinhood. Robinhood, you could be trading stocks, right? You could be buying Tesla. You could be buying any of those. And then all of a sudden, you see that, oh, Trump launched a meme coin. Well, what is that? Hey, don't they have crypto on this thing? You go and you see one of the 7 meme coins that they have. One of them actually is Trump, by the way. Now, but if that is Turbo, that is a different level of retail interest coming in. And that is the retail that didn't even want to be involved with crypto, that got involved with crypto just because it simultaneously is on the same app. So a Robinhood listing would completely change my price prediction. Maybe we will have that for another video. But looking at this chart, I kind of want to break this down to you. And so this line right here in the middle, this is basically breaking down the first half of Turbo's life to the second half. So let's kind of evaluate these charts a little different. And then this line right here is the trend line here on the top. This is what is going to be our resistance. That's what we're going to have to break into. Right here, this is the trend line on the bottom. And you can see that we have broken that recently. But trend lines are made to be broken. That's what they do. They trend till they no longer trend and then they break. So this one was a more short-term one, and I can show you right there. And we had been respecting that very, very well. You can see we bounced off right here. We came up, we made 2 different all-time highs respecting this trend line. So needless to say, that is a very important trend line. But let's go look at the first half of Turbo's life. That big pump. How much was its retracement using Fibonacci tools to see if we could expect that the second go around? And so that's really what I want to look at. We come over here, grab this fib, go from swing low to swing high. And we could see right here, depending on where we put it though, we pretty much came down to the 786 level. We came up, we hit the 786 level again, and then we kind of teeter-tottered around until we took off. And so now let's start over. Let's go to the second half of Mr. Turbo's life right there, and we will be able to see exactly what it is. You can see if we take this actually to the beginning of that pump right here, look at that. It lands exactly on the 786 fib level. So let's draw that again with the second half of Mr. Turbo's life. And we can see, where did we just hit, ladies and gentlemen? We just bounced perfectly off the 786 fib level. So what could our extension be? And I'm just going technical analysis, guys. Y'all know I'm not a huge TA guy, but we could expect a 1.618 extension off of that if it still went the same. You know, if we're going to respect the respect, you got to respect her, right? No, I don't know why I did that. But that would bring us up right here, guys, to the 1.68 fib level, which would be a $1.44 billion market cap. So that is about a 50% increase from right here. So that right there takes us above 2 cents. And I'm not saying that's the tippity-toppity. That is where we start doing more. If we were to start a move up here and we were to get up there, then we would retrace down. And what would we want to look at retracement? Well, let's go look at history. We have seen that 2 different times before. We retraced 78.6, 78.6. So if we did do a move from here up to there, we could potentially expect a retracement all the way down to $631 million, unless we get a crazy kickoff Memecoin super cycle out we've been waiting for. But this is what I'm wanting to do with the small part of my portfolio, is trade like with leverage on things like Blowfin. I might lose some, I might win some. I'm not using any money that I couldn't completely afford to lose on this stuff because it's extremely risky. But with leverage, I could potentially make a lot of money on it, guys. Like I'm saying, none of this is ever financial advice, but that is just personally what I am doing. But I just wanted to unpack all of this. That is why Turbo has been going down, because we've had a lot of big coins launched recently that really are taking liquidity out of the other projects, but there's not new liquidity coming into the market. And with my price prediction on Turbo, I was trying to be as cautious as possible, guys. I'm not a Turbo bear. I absolutely love it. In fact, we've got more Turbo AMAs on the way. We're going to be talking to Aurora, which is near protocol, and the folks behind Turbo Swap. I'm so excited about it, guys. I love absolutely everyone in the community. But let me know, what is your price prediction for the tip top of this bull cycle? Where are your sell orders placed at? I think there are going to be a lot of them at 5 cents, and there are going to be a lot of them at 10 cents. But we have to see, is the buying pressure enough to overcome all of those, guys? Watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Freeman of Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.